Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My dear students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. The lesson which I am going to deliver before you is about the topic basic geometrical ideas. Basic geometrical ideas. This is geometrical portion of your textbook. The first point which we have to discuss here is what is point? What is point? Point is point in geometry. Point in geometry is a location. Is a location. Point in geometry is a location. It is without any size. That is, it has neither length nor breadth. Neither length nor breadth. So, point is defined as, in geometry, it is a location. It is without any size, that it has neither length nor breadth. It is denoted by dot. Now we have to discuss. There are two ways to draw points. One is if we draw points in a straight way, then we call them, these are collinear points. Collinear. If they are randomly drawn, we call them non-collinear. That is, they are not in a straight line. These are on straight line, these are not in straight line. So those points which are on straight line are called collinear points, and those points which are not in a straight line are called collinear, non-collinear points. Non-collinear points. When we draw a line through these points, it forms a line. When we join these points, it forms a line. Now, the concept here is, what is line? What is line? मेरे बच्चे, अब हमें ये जानना है कि लाइन क्या होती है. लाइन जो है, it is straight one dimensional figure. It is straight one dimensional figure. It is straight one dimensional figure. One dimensional figure. That is, that it has only length. It has only, but no breadth. That is why we call it a straight one dimensional figure. It extends in both the directions. Infinitely. It extends in both the directions infinitely. That means neither it has end point nor it has starting point. It is expressive. Or denoted as line. In both the sides, it is arrowed. That means it may extend in this direction as well as in this direction. After this, we have we should know what is ray. What is ray? Ray, it is also a line. It is also a line. But it has starting point but no end point. It has starting point but no end point. But no end point. It is represented as arrow. A B. We denote it as A B और ऊपर से इसको एरो लगाना है तो यह हो गई रे. अब इसके बाद है लाइन सेगमेंट. Line segment. Line segment. What is line segment? It is also a line. It is part of line. It is part of line. It is part of line having 2 points. That is starting point as well as end point. It is represented as we mark 2 points A and B on line. This A and B portion of this line is line segment AB, represented as. Now, another concept of basic geometry is circle. What is circle? What is circle? Since we already know what is point, point is a location. It is breadthless, it is lengthless. So, circle can be defined as collection of equidistant points. Collection of equidistant points from a fixed point. If we join all these equidistant points from the fixed point, we get a circle. That is this point C. It is a fixed point. We draw equidistant points. That is one point, another point, another point, another point, another point. They all are equidistant. If we join all these points, we form a circle. So the fixed point from which we draw the equidistant points is called center of the circle. And the line and the curve which joins these equidistant pointers is called the periphery of the circle. Periphery of the circle. Now, what is radius of the circle? Now we draw a circle in this way. This is a fixed point called center. If we draw a line from the center up to periphery, it is the radius of the circle. That is CB. CB is the radius of circle. What is diameter? Diameter, if we again draw another line from this center in opposite direction of CB, that is CD, we divide the circle into two equal parts. This line BD, this line segment BD is called diameter of the circle. Diameter of the circle. Diameter of the, that BD line segment BD is diameter of the circle. So we can also define diameter as a line which passes through the center of the circle and divides it into two equal halves. We call it is diameter. Now, what is circumference of the circle? Circumference of the circle. Circumference of the circle is nothing but it is the length of the boundary of the circle. If we cut here this circle, it forms a straight line. That means it is the boundary of this circle. It is the boundary of this circle. So it is equal to 2 pi r. 2 pi r, where pi is constant or is radius of the circle. This one. What is the area of the circle? Area of the circle. Area of the circle. It is equal to pi r square. Pi is constant, r square. That means radius square. Pi is equal to 3.14 or 22/7. But if we cut this periphery of the circle, we get a straight line. But this straight line, its measure will not be equal to the measure of this, because during cutting some portion of this wire or some portion of this area is lost. So that is why it is always in fraction. It is always in fraction. This was all about the basic geometrical ideas which are included in your textbook for this session.